Be calling you a radical. This is an important video. I want to explain some things to people. This long, freaking, horrible fucking journey of ours. Thank you everybody who stayed with me. Thank you to everybody who supported this historic work. But I want to explain some things, how hard this has been. I mean, it's like yesterday. I mean, I have to rent a car. I drive 400 miles. I have to find Wi-Fi to try to upload something, you know, anywhere I can. It's slow. It's tedious. I mean, I remember standing in Castroville. I don't know if anybody been in Castroville. It's more Mexico than Mexico. That 5 o'clock in the morning out by the public library. Here comes a cop. What are you doing? I'm trying to get some Wi-Fi. This is important. As you know, I got sick in the fall of 2011. I was given 2 months to live. Now, it was Annika's birthday yesterday. I made a mistake. She would have been 58 yesterday. I met her in the Nevada test site. That's where I was protesting yesterday in Nevada as they bring in the nuclear reactor to Utah. I try to cover as much subject matter as I possibly can, you know, to record it into the library, into history. Every loved one I've been around me, the two people I love the most, both died of leukemia. I got sick in the fall of 2011. When a doctor looks you right in the face, you know, and I know this leukemia path. I know it way too well. Just get a stomach ache and tell you you'll be dead within 2 months. I went into a bone marrow transplant center, East 8 LDS. Sucked up to 119 pounds. The only red tent, frankly, I mean, in critical condition. Wiped out. Perfectly healthy to wiped out. I was in there, the chemo burned the pigment out of my eye, blisters on my tongue, down my throat. I went from 170 to 119 pounds so fast, make your head spin off. I'm dying in there. It's an acute radical unit. Nobody believed me. The doctors did. You know, as you know, the chemo wore at my valve, I had open heart surgery. My gallbladder went. It's been a radical, hardcore, long battle, but I'm inside the bone marrow transplant center fighting for my life. Let me back up, because what turned me on to this a couple days ago, I do so much work. You don't even know the hours I put in. I'm in poverty. I was rich when I got sick. I ran into this young woman 2 days ago as I'm filming down there, the protest, and she's come into Salt Lake to do some work. She says, "Oh my God, I know you." Yeah. I get this every place I go. "Oh, I know you." Yeah, I know. She looks at me, she says, "Kevin, do you understand how much you've affected my life and my work and my place and time?" "No." She says, "You have influenced society more than anybody. You've influenced culture so gigantically. I mean, what you've done just to the nuclear industry alone. I don't think maybe anyone ever tells you that." I said, "No one ever tells me that. They'll tell me, yeah, I love your work. You've meant a lot to me, blah, blah, every place I go." She says, "You've influenced and changed culture more than probably anyone." I was in the bone marrow transplant center and I was dying. It was pretty well hopeless. I made some deals, not with God. And I like all you people that get into a theological discussion and start talking Bible, Bible, Bible. If you have to have a deep theological conversation about so-called Christianity, you've already lost. Just like when you have a conversation about the nuclear industry, one word, Fukushima, one word, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ did not write the Bible. It doesn't say Bible-anity, it says Christ-anity. The activists, you know, the foot washer, the servant, the carpenter, the craftsman, you know, probably the socialist, heal the afflicted, anti-usury. I was going in and out of a coma in there. I was dying. It was pretty well hopeless. I made a deal, not with God, with myself, that if I was allowed to live, that would I fight this my whole life. It cost me everything. I had a really good cancer psychologist named Kelly to come in one day. Kevin, you know, we know your whole path, all of us, you know, Fimbo, Peterson, Vincent Hansen, you know, they support your activism, your YouTube site, all your work, they support it 100%. You had millions of dollars, you'd have millions of dollars if you wouldn't have got cancer. We know you had to sell your Tesla stock, your Apple stock to get in here in 2011. You got to be devastated and heartbroken. I don't people understand AML leukemia, non-Hodgkin lymphoma, this version I have at de novo. You lose everything. Your passion, your loves, all of it, it's over. Your money, your careers, your hopes, your dreams, they're gone. They're gone forever, all of them. The number one killer of AML leukemia patients, why they're in the fight, is suicide. I don't know why. People don't understand how long and ugly and devastating this fight is. It's devastating. It takes everything from you. It rips your soul out. And, you know, it's a marathon from hell. Because, no days off, no rest. Well, cancer doesn't give you fucking 8 days off and rest. There's one other guy who's in my situation. His came back in 9 years. He's clinging to life right now. He had a stem cell replacement, you know, transplant. We made the decision not to have the transplant. By making that decision, because that's all or nothing, we know that it can come back anytime, and it's a hardcore battle. 44 people in that unit. I'm the only one alive out of that group. I'm the last one alive. You can Google Marshall Jensen. You know, famous patients, cases. My bill was millions. Devastated. Not to mention, I made the deal that I would keep fighting. So I take on the nuclear energy crime scene, which I've been fighting my whole life. Take on that beast. They hired trolls to attack me, which are felonies. My own family members thought I was going to die and robbed my entire inheritance from my father. Stole it. Don't have any lawyer, don't have it. Never did have to be my own publicist, have to be my own, well, fuck it, everything. It's a devastating fight, but I don't think, just like yesterday, I have to rent a car, I drive 400 miles, I have to find Wi-Fi. I mean, the work that I put in is incredible. At my age, I'm 60. My doctors are like, it's unbelievable, Kevin. You're the, Vincent Hansen right here says, Kevin, my 40-year career, you're the biggest miracle in my career. I've never seen anything like it. This marathon of Harkov, could I do it again? No way. I can't believe I have done it. But I made that deal that I would fight him every day as long as I was alive, and if I quit fighting him, I'll die. I know that. Thank you, everybody supports historic work. I mean, it costs a lot of money to do what I do that I don't have. And this group of people that have support, I mean, I do it on peanuts. I mean, do the math on my GoFundMe. I don't even have 100,000. It's 5.5 years. Can you divide and do math? You know, people supporting it's hard to hang with me because political apparatus and trolls and people slander me and attack me. You know, all felonies. You know, and I take on the hard subject matter. I take on all the stuff. If I didn't do it, it doesn't get done. So that's where I'm at. Lonely, heartbroken. I'm way past that. I'm way past lonely and heartbroken. I guess that's the artist's path, you know. I have nothing left, nothing. But I will quote her. She says, Kevin, this lonely battle of yours, this hardcore, ugly battle, we all support you and love you. And lots of people say that. Even my own uncle says, Kevin, you're so famous. And I said, yeah, poor, but they will not support me economically. I guess the struggle and the fight's the way it had to be. The loneliness it has to be. Such a lonely fucking fight, such hardcore, and then I've had to watch so much death. You know, everybody that I've been involved with, because, you know, head of support groups, whatever, I just had to be with them while they die. I've experienced more death, watching people die in this acute, ugly fashion, hundreds of times more than anybody should have to freaking witness. It's taken its toll, oh yeah. Kelly says to me, my cancer psychologist, says, Kevin, all this hard work that you do, you're going to get nothing for it. You're going to be financially ruined, socially ruined, sexually, everything. Everybody's going to flee from you. Nobody's going to give you nothing. I've been at this for a long time, and I know how survivors are. I know how ugly the fight is. Everybody will turn on you. You're going to have nothing. You're going to have zero. You're going to get no thank yous. You're going to get no, you know, awards. You're going to get nothing. not financially, not anything. You're going to get one thing. You're going to get your life. I'm like, where do I sign up? I'll take it, which I already knew that. Can't give up. I won't, you know, and so thank you for sort of this historic fucking work, but I don't know how I've done it. Sleeping on park benches on fucking Obamacans versus Trump ads, political, I mean, the subject matter that I've covered, the fucking historical footage that I've got, the internet fucking attacks on me, the fucking trolls attacks, I mean, it's staggering. I've lived the fucking life of 1,000 fucking men in the last few years. I mean, I think about it, you can't even wrap your mind around it. Burned out, fucking, oh, fuck, way past that. I passed those stages, fucking, I passed the 1,000-mile mark in the fucking marathon many fucking years ago. Just go on one day at a time. Thank you, everyone has supported this historic work. Nobody ever come around with any, you know, big money or publicist or, you know, we could have changed the world, but like she says, Kevin, you did change the world. You changed me, so it's amazing. You know, I used to watch all your videos. She says, I don't think people around the world, how much you have changed culture. I says, well, that's what a good artist does. Stay tuned. The fight is the life, the greatest fight in human history. You know, comfortability is not the zenith of life. The struggle, the fight, the fucking battle. And I know that, you know, I probably violate and piss a lot of people off, but, you know, I'm not perfect. You know, and this fight is hard and long and lonely. But it's the greatest fight in human history. It's the greatest PhD in human history. And it had to be done. I didn't choose it, it chose me. Freedom Eisenblower to me, Kevin Blanch. Kevin, the greatest anti-nuclear activist ever on the 200th anniversary of water. Kevin, this fight never chose you or I. I mean, we never chose it, it chose us. You know, it's just the way it is. Carry on. Fight on. Thank you, everybody who has supported this historic work over the years. It's been important. Stay tuned. Greatest fight in human history.